And the question we begin to ask ourselves, the very pertinent questions that we begin to ask, we ask ourselves, are we ready for the future of work? Are we actually ready as individuals? Do we have the capacities to stay relevant as individuals in the future of work? Are our organizations equipped with a workforce that will help them to stay sustainable in the future of work? Does our economy...
2020 shook the world with COVID-19 pandemic. A lot of lives were lost, some businesses never recovered, and several jobs. While mourning the negative effects of COVID-19, we remember that the pandemic gave us an insight of what the world should be expecting from technology in years to come. This gave birth to the rise in virtual meetings, digital meetings, and more advanced communications. As the world is evolving, the question is, are we prepared for the future as a nation? Are we prepared as business organizations? Are we prepared as an individual? These are the questions that were asked at this year's edition of GOTNI Emerging Leaders Conference held at the Yaradua Center, Abuja on the 3rd and 4th of November. Participants at the event were not just prepared for the future by the speakers, but were charged to be ready now. Speaking at the event, the Director General of Nigerian Army Resource Center, Garba Ayodeji Wahab, urged Nigerians to seek solutions from within. He said we should seek modernization rather than civilization.
My presentation was on discipline and process in the future of work. And the challenge we have is for young Nigerians to brace up for the challenges ahead. It's not going to be easy, but it's not impossible. And globalization has made it easy for everybody to connect. But above all, there must be teamwork, there must be socializing, and there must network. It's not a matter of I can do it. It's a matter of working with others to get the best for the system. That's the message. But to do that, there must be discipline and there must be process. The process is having rules and regulations to govern the relationship, and the discipline is pursuing the goals that have been set. We have what it takes. I gave an example inside. 2012, I have a problem. Somebody sent a digital video and things to me that soldiers of my division were misbehaving and things like that. It was an 18-year-old boy who deciphered, went through the process and told us this particular picture had been used twice earlier, not even in Nigeria. So we have what it takes. But the thing is, do we trust ourselves? Do we have confidence in ourselves? Do we believe in ourselves? You are doing your job. Nobody is telling you what to do. Yet, when you tell the director or whoever is responsible to put what you've covered there, and the program comes maybe from US or UK, we prefer to use that one than to use yours. And that's the problem we must guide against. And that's the challenge the young ones have. Don't always look at, the solution to this problem will come from abroad. Nigeria must solve the problem we're facing.
Justice Mabel Shegun Bello of the Federal High Court calls for capacity building in Nigeria, wants to be prepared ahead of hybrid generation.
Generally, the workspace of the future is hybrid. And when it is hybrid, there are tools for effectiveness that must be deployed. Now, while all these tools are deployed, the most important focus will be nation building. Nation building starts with capacity building. Once capacity is built, the nation is on the verge of being built. A nation cannot grow bigger than the capacity it has built in a citizen. A nation is not just a nation. A nation is referred to a nation because of the people in it. So the capacity that is built in the people is what will build the nation. And going forward, we need to build capacity around the hybrid work model.
Speaking during a presentation, the chairman CEO of News Engineering, Josephine Umuze, urged the participants to build on relationship and network because human capital will be their greatest asset.
Every good use of your coming here today. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Yes. Last week, I told some of our people that the people you see today, they are your what? Assets. So you need to guard them. You need to protect them. You need to make very good use of it because they are the things that will open doors for you in the future.
The keynote speaker, Mr. Elston Morfold from Georgia, Atlanta in the United States, during his lecture attributed the future into an acronym which he regards as MEN: mentorship, engagement, network.
Necessary for us to have the power, understand the power, the presence, and the purpose of MEN. MEN is an acronym that stands for mentorship, engagement, and networking. With the power of men, we know that we can have great entrepreneurship, we can change the narrative of where we are to where we want to go. Also, what that also allows us to do is to have vision. What is it that you really want? See the possible and know that it's possible for you right now.
Speaking with journalists, the organizer of the event and the chairman CEO GOTNI Leadership Center, Dr. Linus Okorie, says the purpose of the Emerging Leaders Conference is to build preparation that needs to be made in order to meet up with the requirements on what it takes to work in the future.
For me, the Emerging Leaders Conference 2023 being the 23rd conference for some of the best minds from all over the country is going to leave in the hearts of participants the adaptations, the preparations that they all need to make in order to meet up with the requirements of what it takes to work in the future. The future of work literally is very important because the dynamics are changing. Technology is rising. Globalization is huge. So what it means is that this changing environment sometimes, will actually get people off work. A lot of people are going to lose their jobs. So because of that, it is important that for our young people to begin now to prepare themselves with the type of leadership skills that they need to function in this new world we're talking about. It is important for these young people to build their resilience, to build the emotional intelligence required, to build the adaptability skills required, to build even the technology knowledge required to be able to thrive in this new economy.
The event marked the 23rd edition, and it is targeted at providing opportunities for young people to develop leadership skills in every sector of life.